get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use up, can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, it look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Get drown out my problems, let me When up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow.
Downtown between Brush Street and I-375. That's where we're located in the heart of Detroit at Ford Field, which first opened back in 2002. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Chicago Bears and the Detroit Lions. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Now we're going to get a stoppage. There appears to be an injured Bear on the field. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter one of the new year. We'll be back. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Trey Flowers, the former Arkansas Razorback, in there to get him.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets them back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Jackson from the shotgun. He's got it to Ingram, complete. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 16. Now Stafford. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
A first carry now for Thompson. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter 1 of the new year. We'll be back. Faking the give to Johnson. Now it's Stafford. Being chased out left. And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. If the ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Taking it about the 16. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there, 1st down. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jackson. This one complete to Ingram. No gain there, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Now, they couldn't get anything going there out on the right side in the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
Jackson now. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. 16 yards is the pickup there and a 1st down for Chicago. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Flush to his right. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play. And it's a 2nd down. They go play action with Jackson. They'll roll him out right. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide-open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down for the Bears. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. He's going to sling, and this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
carry now. This is Johnson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
Ready. 180. 50-50.
Now it's Stafford. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it to the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
I can't believe they even let you grip it.
They'll run here with Eckler. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. Flushed out right. Hard throw, incomplete. Here's Pat O'Donnell now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after 1. 2nd quarter action now from Detroit. And it's the homestanding Lions who have the football, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Hey, box drop. 6-6, pull it high. 58, the money. Come on. Check. Come on.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
And that run there does nothing but juice up the guys who are moving the football. I mean, if you're an offensive lineman, people running it, actually the guy calling plays, you're almost jumping up and down jubilation, aren't you?
And now you've got options on 2nd down.
And big-time options. You might want to think about play action and try and get something cheap right here over the top.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Middle. 0.
1st and 10 at the 28.
A 1st down carry here for Johnson. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
Check. Switch. 40 got. Hey, wahoo. Alert.
Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
A loss of 2 yards. It's 3rd and 9.
White.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. It's caught, Jones. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Running from the gun, Johnson. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Now a first down throw. Stafford. Got a man open. It's Wims. He'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
A throw for Galladay is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 20, and his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
A run there on first down, and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. Tackle made by the third-round pick out of Louisiana, Tracy Walker. Here is Eckler. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Running on first down, Eckler. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
On 2nd and a yard, Jackson. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. From the gun, Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Devon Kennard coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And that will skip out of bounds right at about the 18-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
On 2nd and 10, Stafford, he finds his man Johnson. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. Call it a gain of 5, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go, tie ball game. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. They're going draw play. Stafford to Johnson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. To throw again, Stafford. The throw taken in by Cole. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 19 yards there on the catch and run. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 23 yards on the play. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. Stafford. This is caught and stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Stafford looks to throw again. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. It's 2nd and goal. Back to the 8-yard line now.
Hey, 50. Hey, go here.
Stafford. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. From 8 yards out as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Crosby connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
He won't be ready. He won't be ready.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. He'll buy some time right. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Stafford. And this is going to be incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
On 3rd down, Stafford. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson. What a spin. He'll get this to Eckler. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear first down. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. Back to the ground, this time with Ingram. Oh, and now he bowls him over. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did it.
And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. An 8-yard touchdown run as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
Well, this was a pass all the way, but he just kept buying time, didn't he? It was kind of like, wait. Oh, it's open. Time to hot-foot it and go. And, boy, was he successful.
Yeah, didn't go to the outside toward the pylon, just straight ahead, middle third of the field.
Shortest distance between 2 points. Straight line.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, you got 3 down.
They'll run it with Johnson, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
A 2-yard loss brings up 3rd down and 12.
Hey, orbit.
Now a play fake it at Stafford. Throwing deep for Galladay. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. There he goes left side. Touchdown, Chicago. What a run, 79 yards on the punt return. And the Bears have taken the lead. Prater for the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Johnson. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Continues to be a struggle for this offense, and this home crowd, they're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a 1st down. Roughing, it is a 1st.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play. I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Stafford gives to Johnson on the draw. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and 15.
Easy, alert.
3rd and long, it's Stafford. He sets to fire deep. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down, so the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
Going on the ground with Eckler, and he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Once more, here's Eckler. And for a 2nd straight play, the Lion defense drops him behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run it until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He'll take it at the 42. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this is caught inside the 5. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Kenny Galladay, 40 yards. As they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. A very important extra point there, up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
The tackle there by Quandre Diggs.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. From the gun, it's Jackson. He's got it to Ingram, complete.
They dialed up the blitz on 3rd down, and your worry as a defense that they can hit you with a big play in that situation. Instead, the blitz pays off, able to rally to the football and make the play.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And it's fielded at the 34. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And the Lions will take over. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Stafford throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 yards there and a Lion 1st down. Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Hey, Delta.
Out of the gun, Stafford. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Hey, Haywood.
Faking the give to Johnson. Now it's Stafford. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. They get 9 yards there, and they get a 1st down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On 1st down, Stafford here. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
A bit of an opening there on the 1st down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. It's Eckler again. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Draw play, Ingram now. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
That's it, baby.
2nd and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And now Jackson will look to throw it. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Jackson now, forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
Let's get it.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And a good result there as that'll get out of bounds and pin them back at their 10-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Stafford. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Now Stafford. Throwing deep for Galladay. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now. He's been terrific so far. Returnable for Graham. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They have a little bit of time here to get in the field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Let's go, deep.
Throwing now is Jackson. Flush to his right. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
But now it's 3rd down. The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Chicago. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Chicago. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty. This is one of the dangers of going for the punt block.
And you know before you even call going for the block, it's a risk-reward play. So many factors come into it. They went after it, and you know punters, what they do? They leave their leg up in the air an extra count or two, hoping someone comes into contact.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or...
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
He's got daylight. He's at the 50. He's at the 30, 10, and he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. Now, partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted, but how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for the Bears, it was a game that could have gone either way, but they get the touchdown in overtime to secure the Week 1 victory. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Detroit, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got... It take a...